Watch how often people check their battery percentage at airports, in coffee shops, on campus, during commutes. It's constant. And that tiny number in the corner of the screen reveals something important about modern tech behavior. People aren't asking for the thinnest phone anymore. They're not asking for the sleekest tablet or the lightest laptop. They're asking for battery life. Lots of it. And that shift in user priorities has sparked a major trend in the tech world. Battery max versions of devices. These devices look almost identical to their regular counterparts, but they have one defining feature: oversized batteries designed to last significantly longer than standard models. What started with a few niche brands is now spreading across major players, and the demand is growing fast. So why are tech companies suddenly pushing battery max editions? The first big reason is simple: power consumption has outpaced battery innovation. Devices keep getting more capable: brighter screens, faster chips, more AI features, stronger cameras, better speakers. But battery chemistry hasn't seen the same explosive leap forward. As a result, even top-tier phones and laptops drain faster than users want. The solution? Make the battery bigger, even if it means making the device slightly thicker or heavier. Surprisingly, consumers are embracing that trade-off. After years of ultra-thin devices that overheated, throttled performance, or barely made it through a day, people now prefer a device that lasts longer over one that's engineered purely for aesthetics. Battery anxiety has become a real factor in purchasing decisions, and tech companies can't ignore it. The second major driver is the rise of travel, hybrid work, and mobile lifestyles. More Americans are working outside traditional environments: cafes, parks, co-working spaces, airports, even cars between appointments. They can't always charge on the go, and battery packs are inconvenient for long daily use. A device that can last 2 full days of mixed usage becomes incredibly valuable in this reality. Another huge reason for the shift is the explosion of power-hungry tasks. Phones and tablets aren't just for messaging and browsing anymore. People stream 4K video, join long video calls, play high-end games, use GPS for hours, run productivity apps, edit media, and rely on background AI processes. Laptops run virtual desktops, cloud computing tools, coding environments, and heavy multitasking sessions. All of these drain batteries fast. Battery Max models solve this by offering hours, sometimes days, of additional stamina. Then there's the growing influence of AI features. Modern devices increasingly run on-device AI tools: photo enhancement, voice recognition, translation, automation, and real-time processing. These are powerful but energy-intensive. As AI workloads grow, the battery needs grow with them, and companies are using Battery Max editions to prepare for that future. A major factor behind the trend is customer feedback. Tech buyers have been loud and clear. Battery life consistently ranks as one of the top complaints in product reviews. Brands that release extended life models often see higher satisfaction scores, fewer returns, and more loyalty. In competitive markets, that's a huge advantage. Another interesting reason behind the rise of Battery Max models is thermal management. Larger batteries distribute heat more evenly. Thicker devices can house better cooling systems. As a result, these models often run cooler and perform more consistently under load, which is especially important for mobile gamers, content creators, or heavy multitaskers. The resurgence of repairability and longevity movements is also playing a role. A larger battery typically lasts more cycles and degrades more slowly. That means the device stays useful longer, aligning with consumer demands for products that don't have to be replaced every 2 years. Tech companies are finding that longer battery life supports a longer overall product lifespan, which reduces customer frustration and improves a brand's reputation for durability. Another driver is the shift in design philosophy. For years, the industry chased thinness at all costs. That era is ending. Customers don't care if a device is 0.5 millimeters slimmer when the trade-off is poor battery life. Tech companies are now willing to prioritize function over thinness, marking a major cultural shift in hardware design. Even environmental regulations are influencing this trend. Some governments are pushing for longer-lasting devices, fewer replacements, and more sustainable tech. Bigger batteries help meet those goals by reducing how often consumers need upgrades. It's not the full solution, but it's part of the strategy. A growing segment of users, professionals, travelers, students, field workers, creators, are also demanding devices that don't quit halfway through the day. Battery Max editions specifically target these audiences. For these users, reliability is more important than aesthetics. They want a device that can handle 10-hour workdays, long flights, or entire weekends without hitting a charger. Interestingly, Battery Max models also benefit emerging markets within the U.S. rural areas, with less stable power access and slower charging infrastructure, see strong adoption of long-lasting devices. In these regions, a reliable battery isn't just convenient, it's essential. Looking ahead, the Battery Max trend is only going to accelerate. As AI workloads increase, display brightness gets higher, network speeds rise, and people expect their devices to do more than ever before, battery capacity will be a defining feature of flagship devices. Diet-thin gadgets will still exist, but the mainstream buyer is shifting toward practicality. We're entering a new phase of device design, one where endurance matters as much as performance. Tech companies are no longer in a race to build the thinnest device. They're in a race to build the device that lasts the longest without compromise. And for millions of Americans tired of battery anxiety, Battery Max isn't just a feature, it's the future they've been waiting for.